Honolulu, Hawaii. Located on Oahu Island in the Hawaiian island chain, this city is both the capital and largest city in Hawaii, boasting a population of approximately 350,395 inhabitants as of 2017 according to worldpopulationreview.com. However, if we use the exponential population growth formula, we can determine the estimated population of Honolulu in the future. You may be wondering, how does this formula work? But it's actually quite simple. For this formula, we need an initial population, Euler's number, growth rate and time, and finally, the final population for the selected time span. However, in order to determine the future population, we must first look at the past population to determine the growth rate or K value. For instance, let's rewind to the year 2012, when the population of Honolulu was 346,171, according to World Population Review. By setting the 2012 population as our initial population and the 2017 population as our final population, and having the time set to 5 years, we can determine the growth rate of Honolulu. First of all, after we set the equation, we have to divide the final population with the initial population. In this case, we get 1.012 as a quotient, which we set equal to e to the k times 5. In order to get rid of the e, we must use natural log or ln, as shown. Since the natural log of e is going to be 1, both ln and e cancel out, leaving ln of 1.012 is equal to k times 5. And here the 5 is divided from both sides, leaving ln of 1.012 divided by 5 is equal to k. And after a quick calculation, I came up with the answer 0.0024 is equal to k, which means that Honolulu's average growth rate between 2012 and 2017 was 0.24%. By using this derived growth rate, we can now figure out populations of Honolulu in the future. To set up this equation, we must do P of t is equal to our initial population times e to our growth rate times the number of years. Keep in mind that in this case, we are going to be getting the population 5 years from today, or 2019. Since our initial population is from 2017, we must add 2 additional years to make sure that this is 7 years from 2017, or 5 years from now. First off, by multiplying 0.0024 with 7, we get our k times t value, which is going to be 0.0168. Afterwards, e to the 0.0168 was simplified to 1.0169, which is said to be multiplied with the initial population, which gives us a population of 356,331 for the year 2024. Using the same growth rate of 0.24%, it can be determined that the population of Honolulu in 10 years from now would be 360,633, and the population 20 years from now could be 369,393. Next up, we must find the population density of Honolulu as of 2017. We can do this by simply dividing the total population of the city by the total area of the city. And for Honolulu's case, that will be dividing 350,395 people into 68.42 square miles, giving us a population density of 5,121.236 people per square mile. This information would be used later to find the radial density of the city, but first we must get the radius of the city. We can achieve this value by setting the area of the city equal to the area of a circle. From here we simply isolate the r. After setting the area of the city with the area of a circle, I divide both by pi, which leaves me with approximately 21.779, which is equal to r squared, as you can see. From there, it is just a matter of square rooting both the r squared and the 21.779, which gets us a radius of 4.66677162 miles. Now for the radial density. We start off by first writing down the formula. which for radial density is going to be 2 pi times the definite integral between a and b of the expression r times p of r dr. After setting up the formula, we get our given values, where the p of r is going to be equal to the population density, the b was set to the radius of the city that we found earlier, and a is simply 0. I then substituted the b value in the formula with 4.6667 and the p of r value with the 5121.236. Next was the integration, and then the substitution of b and a into the expression. And after all the work was done inside of the integral, I finally multiplied by 2 pi, which gave me a population of, drumroll please, 350,394. This, amazingly, is only one less than the population of Honolulu in 2017, which was founded on the website. Using pretty much the same procedures, the population for a 15-mile radius was determined to be 3,619,988.414, while that for the 40-mile radius turns out to be a whopping 25,742,139.83. And now let's get on to recycling. A report from the Star Tribune says that a stadium of 60,000 capacity produces around 40 tons of waste per year, a significant portion of this waste being plastic waste. In Honolulu, there exists a program known as H-Power, which uses plastic waste and other waste material to produce electricity for the city. Their goal is to divert 70% of their waste away from landfills by 2030. However, other recycling ideas for the city could include introducing plastic roads made out of recycled plastics. More research could be done on turning pineapple extract into plastic bags that could biodegrade, as Hawaii has one of the highest rates of pineapple production in the world. Lastly, the city can use recovered plastics from ocean waste to create art, which could promote sustainability to everyone. Thank you for watching, and until next time, aloha. This is something to think about.